fighting, John.
If anybody gets in my face, I'm knocking them out.
Come on, John, best
I mean what I say.
Tommy's fight day.
I don't care. I mean what I say.
Come on, mate.
I mean what I say.
Boxing is built on passion and family, but what happens when those bonds break? Tyson Fury, once the undefeated Gypsy King, has not only lost to Oleksandr Usyk, but may be losing his father's support too. Once inseparable, Tyson and John Fury have always been a team. John, the fiery patriarch of the Fury family, has never shied away from speaking his mind, whether in support of his son or as his fiercest critic. But after Tyson's crushing defeat, the spotlight isn't just on his record, it's on his relationship with his father. Rumors of betrayal, abandonment, and a fractured family bond are swirling, leaving fans to wonder, has John Fury really disowned Tyson? With Tyson's future in the ring in question, and John Fury's silence speaking louder than words, we're diving deep into the drama to uncover what really happened behind the scenes. Stay with us as we unravel the story of betrayal, loss, and the strained relationship between two of boxing's most iconic figures. This is the Fury family like you've never seen before. To understand the depth of this family drama, we need to go back. Tyson Fury, boxing's self-proclaimed Gypsy King, has spent years dominating the heavyweight division. With his larger-than-life persona, incredible comebacks, and unbeaten streak, Tyson has become a living legend. But behind the scenes, there's always been one constant: his father, John Fury. John Fury isn't just Tyson's father. He's a former boxer with a fiery temper and unfiltered opinions. For Tyson, John has been a coach, a motivator, and his loudest supporter. He's always believed in Tyson's greatness, and he's never hesitated to speak out, whether to defend his son or criticize him in public. But their relationship has never been without tension. John's passion often borders on overbearing, and his involvement in Tyson's career has sparked controversy. During Tyson's first fight with Oleksandr Usyk earlier this year, John's actions in the corner raised eyebrows. Some saw him as a supportive father, others saw chaos. From offering unsolicited advice to clashing with Tyson's head trainer, John's role in the fight became a focal point of criticism. In the months leading up to the rematch, Tyson made a drastic decision. John Fury would not be part of his corner. It was a move that signaled change, but it also hinted at deeper cracks in their relationship. So, how did this once unbreakable bond begin to fracture? And what went down behind closed doors? As Tyson prepared for his second shot at Usyk, the answers might surprise you. Here's the burning question. What led Tyson Fury to sideline his own father, the man who's been with him through every triumph and trial? And how did this decision play into the chaos that unfolded during and after the rematch with Oleksandr Usyk? Tyson's decision came after John's infamous corner clash during the first Usyk fight, where his loud advice conflicted with Sugar Hill Stewart's strategy, creating chaos instead of cohesion.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting into his groove now, using his advantages, he's moving. Like to see him just push Usyk back a little bit more. You're seeing how more effective he is when he's on the front foot. Doesn't look as...
Trying out a few combinations for him, Tyson. When he comes up to you, double tap right and left up to the body.
Put in that work, big dog.
And then tie him up.
When he's...
Imagine being the heavyweight champion of the world, carrying not just the weight of your career, but the expectations of your family, and the fiery personality of John Fury looming over it all. Now imagine taking the bold step of cutting him out of your corner right before one of the most critical fights of your career. The rematch wasn't just a fight, it was a battle of wills, with Tyson Fury trying to reclaim his throne, and when the dust settled and Tyson faced a crushing defeat, the tension between father and son seemed to reach a breaking point. So, did John Fury's absence cost Tyson the fight, or was this family feud brewing long before the Usyk saga began? As the world speculates about their fractured bond, one thing is clear: there's more to this story than meets the eye. Let's dive deeper into the rematch preparation, the explosive fallout, and what may have truly driven a wedge between boxing's most iconic father-son duo. The lead-up to the rematch with Oleksandr Usyk was unlike any other in Tyson Fury's career. This time, Tyson made a decision that shocked the boxing world. He left his father, John Fury, out of his corner. Instead, Tyson chose to focus solely on his head trainer, Sugar Hill Stewart, and cousin Andy Lee, signaling a shift toward a more streamlined approach. But why did Tyson make such a drastic move? Insiders point to the chaos during the first fight with Usyk, where John's fiery personality clashed with Sugar Hill's methodical style. From contradictory advice to public outbursts, John's presence in the corner had become a lightning rod for criticism. Tyson, always the tactician in the ring, knew that this time he needed calm, focus,
However,
and
this wasn't
unity
just a
to
professional
reclaim
decision.
his title. It was deeply personal. Reports suggest that the rift between Tyson and John had been growing for months. During training camp for the rematch, Tyson isolated himself, heading to a secluded camp in Malta. No family, no distractions, just pure focus on the fight. But in doing so, he also cut off one of his greatest sources of support, his father. And then came the rematch itself. Under the bright lights, Tyson Fury stepped into the ring, determined to avenge his loss. But despite his best efforts, Usyk was once again the better man. A unanimous decision left Tyson with his second consecutive defeat and raised questions about whether the absence of John Fury played a role in his downfall. After the fight, the silence was deafening. John Fury, known for his outspokenness, stayed unusually quiet, leaving fans to speculate about the depth of their rift. So, was John's absence a calculated choice to fix the chaos, or a gamble that backfired? And how much of Tyson's loss can truly be tied to his father's absence? As the world of boxing debates, the Fury family remains at the center of a storm unlike any they've faced before. With the rematch over and Tyson Fury's title hopes dashed, the cracks in the Fury family seem to deepen. John Fury, a man never shy to voice his opinions, began to distance himself from the narrative. His usual fiery defenses of his son were replaced by an uncomfortable silence, a silence that spoke volumes. Fans and analysts alike began to speculate. Was this just a professional disagreement? Or had the tension boiled over into something far more personal? Rumors swirled of heated arguments behind the scenes, with some even claiming that John felt betrayed by Tyson's decision to sideline him during the most critical fight of his career. And then, John Fury's cryptic comments began to surface. While he didn't directly address Tyson, his tone in interviews hinted at a man feeling cast aside. "Boxing is a business," he said in one interview, "and sometimes people forget who's been there from the beginning." For a man as passionate and prideful as John Fury, the implication was clear. He felt the sting of being left out. But the tension wasn't just about the corner. Tyson's back-to-back losses to Usyk have put his legacy and his confidence in jeopardy. And for a father who spent years building up his son as the greatest heavyweight of all time, this was more than a professional setback. It was a personal blow. Add to that, Tyson's public isolation in training camp, and it's easy to see how a bond that once seemed unbreakable began to fray. Will this rift between father and son heal? Or has Tyson Fury's decision permanently fractured one of boxing's most iconic partnerships? And as Tyson faces an uncertain future in the ring, will he and John find a way back to each other? Or has the damage already been done? The Fury family has always been a symbol of grit, resilience, and loyalty. A father and son duo who fought the odds together to conquer the boxing world. But now, with Tyson Fury reeling from back-to-back losses and John Fury seemingly sidelined, the cracks in their relationship are laid bare for all to see. Tyson Fury faces the most pivotal moment of his career. With his legacy in question, the support of his father could be the key to a comeback, or the missing piece that leads to his downfall. Meanwhile, John Fury, the fiery patriarch, stands at a crossroads. Does he remain in Tyson's corner, offering tough love and guidance? Or does he take a step back, letting his son carve his own path? Their story isn't just about wins and losses. It's about the bonds of family and how far they can stretch under pressure. Will Tyson and John find a way to reconcile and rebuild their partnership? Or will this rift become a permanent scar in one of boxing's most iconic families? One thing is certain. The Fury family saga is far from over. As Tyson contemplates his next move and John watches from the sidelines, the world of boxing will be waiting with bated breath for the next chapter. Because in the end, this story isn't just about titles or records. It's about a father and son trying to find their way back to each other, even as the spotlight burns brighter than ever. The Fury family has always been fighters, but this time, the fight isn't in the ring. It's with each other. Stay tuned for what's next.